Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back once again. First of all, thanks for subscribing my channel at first place. And this is a small announcement on the new Azure batch which I'm planning to start from 9th September. It's going to be weekend batch. So let me quickly share the details for the same. I'll go to my blog under my blog under blogs. You'll see the latest blog over here for more details. As I mentioned, it's going to start on 9th September and the timing is morning 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock IST, right? And you guys can join the demo sessions, initial demo sessions for free. Use this link to join directly into the Zoom meeting and you can refer the course content. Now we're going to review this in a minute. Let me share more details. So you can join the WhatsApp group for the same batch so that you can receive any latest updates and stuff on the group itself or technical discussions and stuff, right? So, and if you have any questions, you can drop me a note or you can call me or WhatsApp me on the same number. It's going to take, I think I need to update this. It's going to take 2.5 months because it's going to be a weekend batch. So it's not Monday to Saturday, it's only Saturday, Sunday, right? And prerequisites, as I mentioned over here, Windows and Linux, any operating system skill will be added advantage. And also, if you have some sort of a virtualization, it'll be easy for you to learn anything on the cloud or your cloud journey, I would say, right? So, and when it comes to fee, it's going to be 15,000 if you go with the 2 installments, and it's going to be 13,000 if you go with the single payment, as I mentioned here. So, a couple of more demos are mentioned here. Also, in my channel, if you find more demos, recorded sessions are there, so you can refer. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can always call me on this number. Right? So let me quickly share the course content and what I'm going to cover here. So this, as I mentioned, it's going to be AZ 104 and 305, not beta now. Okay, and also I'll try to include a couple of Azure DevOps as well as the other automation tools within this training program. So, well, as I mentioned, we'll start with the Azure basics and we'll talk about Azure networking, network security, and advanced security with the firewall. Then we'll talk about VMs and then advanced networking with the load balancers, various load balancers and application gateways, traffic manager, front door, and your CD and other stuff that we will cover over here. So we haven't mentioned few things over here, but we'll still go and cover those topics. And we'll talk about storage. We'll talk about backup and disaster recovery. And when it comes to PaaS applications and databases, we'll talk about SQL databases and other PaaS databases like your Cosmos DB, MySQL, or MongoDB, right? So those we'll try to cover over here. And when it comes to PaaS applications, we'll talk about app services, function app, logic apps, and Azure Active Directory in terms of security, right? And role-based management and automation related to your Azure and how you will make a standard environment and how you will implement the runbooks or workbooks and other stuff, how you will configure that we will discuss over here. And we'll talk about containerization, we'll discuss Docker, we'll discuss AKS, Kubernetes, Azure Kubernetes services and other stuff over here. Then we'll go to monitoring, reporting, and troubleshooting, right? So we'll use the log analytic workspace to monitor, report, and troubleshoot. And obviously, we'll talk about migration, how you migrate from on-premise to Azure, and using the various tools. Also, how you can optimize the billing within the Azure. That we will focus here. Then, as I mentioned, CDN already mentioned, right? And web application firewall in terms of security and NAT gateway in terms of security. We will discuss this. Ideally, it is a network part. I need to merge into the networking section itself. It should not be a separate topic, but it's fine. Yeah. So we are going to cover these points. And then we'll talk about automation. And I say automation, your ARM templates, bicep templates, and then Terraform. Those things we'll try to cover over here. Then I'll come back to Azure DevOps. So using Azure DevOps, how we can run the CI/CD deployments into Azure. Okay, it can be infrastructure deployment, it can be application deployment, yeah, or your code deployment. So we'll try and cover both the sides. Then function and logic apps is going to be an overview because you have to have a developer background in order to understand the function and logic apps execution, right? So, but I'll try to give you how it works, right? So that is one. And finally, we'll come to Azure management governance, how we will put the standardizations in place, policies, groups, and governance, how we will put them in place in when it comes to maintaining your environment in more secure way, right? So that is the last topic, and then we'll talk about certifications, what are the certifications that you can appear for, and how your customer environment looks like, what kind of real-time projects that we will handle, right? So those sort of things we will discuss on a high level, and we will wrap it up. So entire program will take roughly 2.5 months. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday, morning 9 to 11 IST, starting from 9th September. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the demo session. Okay, so thank you guys.